Grayson, what are you doing? Can you show him your squeaky toy? Where'd it go? Where'd your squeaky toy go? Oh, really? So I guess he lost his little squeaky toy that he just got. We just got out of his follow-up appointment from his surgery. And I figured I'll just go ahead and give you guys all the updates right now while we're in the car and about to go back home. So pretty much what happened, or what's been going on is, okay, I have to get like something to hold my phone while I'm in the car because my other one broke and it's super annoying to have to hold this thing up. But anyways, so what happened was his surgery was on the 31st, and I have a little clip of the morning, when we were getting ready, and he was in such a good mood that I'll show you guys real quick. Is today your surgery? This morning your surgery? Yeah. What are you doing? Are you ready to go back? Did you get a toy? I just dropped it. They took him around and like the nurses got him a little clapping toy, you know, that you do this and it claps, and for parents it's super annoying to have home, but it was cute. He's just talking it up back there. That's one of the good things from this whole thing is that I guess he can hear a little bit better now, so he is, I don't know if he's just hearing his voice, picking up on our stuff, but he is talking more. His speech therapist yesterday said that she was just extremely proud of how well he was starting to talk. But so his surgery was supposed to be like a 15 to 30 minute surgery, and we were actually in the waiting room for like an hour and 20, hour and 30, maybe even hour and 45 minutes. And like the last 20 minutes that we were out there, we could just hear him screaming. And I mean, it's just crazy that I just thought they were waking him up or something. I don't know. But we go back there, well, the doctor comes out and he doesn't say anything, except for like, oh, he was a really good kid, all of that, like nothing in particular about how like the procedure actually went, just really good kid. That's pretty much it, and that we'd be able to go back there hopefully soon. Another 15 minutes goes by, we're finally able to go back there, and when we get back there, like the, doors, I want to say doors, the walls and stuff were all glass so you can see through them, and they had like towels or little rags on the bed that were like really bloody. The nurse was holding him, he was throwing a fit, he had like blood coming out of his nose. He looked really sad. And just for a little backstory, both of my girls have had tonsils, adenoids, tubes. Harper hasn't had tubes, but Kinley's had tubes, and they never bled from their nose ever. They didn't really bleed from their ears that we seen. I mean, they might have right after, but they had cleaned it up. We've never seen Grayson, or never seen the girls bleed from their ears or their nose. And he kept bleeding from his nose. At first it was just like kind of straight blood, and then as time went on it turned into like a mucousy blood, like mucus tinged with blood. So that really worried me. But and they're, you know, they're kind of mad after waking up. They're uncomfortable. They don't know why they're hurting. So I kind of expected that. But the anesthesiologist come back and he was like, hey, I just need to tell you guys that he reacted bad to the narcotic, or his body reacted bad to the narcotic, and we ended up having to reverse it. And so I was just so like focused on how Grayson was feeling that like I was worried about what he was saying, but I just like wasn't. I was just worried about Grayson, and I was holding him, and I was really just trying to pay attention to him. So he just said, you have to make sure that you tell any other surgeons that he has, make sure that you tell the anesthesiologist that he cannot handle a lot, that he has to have like a very minuscule amount. It's like, all right, we'll keep that in mind. And then today, well, actually, before I get to that, we got home. He was awful. It was the worst. He literally, I don't know if it's because he already has muscle problems, but guys, I mean, it was the saddest thing ever. And I think he might have had a cold on top of it when we got home, because he felt so bad. He couldn't breathe at all. It was the worst 3-4 days ever. It was so bad. And today at his follow-up appointment, they told me that he had breathing problems, and that's why they had to reverse it. I guess they said that he didn't fully stop breathing, but he started breathing very, very funny, and so they reversed it before anything worse was going to happen. So that scares the living crap out of me, knowing that all that was going on, and Skylar and I were just sitting in the waiting room, just chilling, talking. Probably, I know we laughed a couple times about some stupid stuff, and we didn't know that was going on. So that scares me. But back to everything. Actually, I'm sorry. He had his surgery on the 30th, not the 31st. That's right. Yeah, he had surgery on the 30th, and I took off that next Friday. This is where things get crazy. So, I went to Kentucky. I got back home, and Kinley, we were going over words. My mom was going over her words with her, too, and the word the, she kept saying "fuh," and, kept saying it every single time. And she lost her 2 front teeth, so we thought, oh, it's just like a lisp. And it could have started out that way. Well, then just like everything that she was saying, she'd be talking to you and she'd say, "fuh, fuh," and then it started into I don't want to say that language on camera, but F-U-C-K, you get what I'm saying. It started with that. And, of course, we got onto her. We spanked her. We sent her to her room. We tried multiple things. And she never said anything, she couldn't help it. So it just got worse, kept getting worse. And for those of you who don't know, my husband does have Tourette's. No, he does not have the copralia, the curse words or anything like that. In fact, his right now is really mild. He was diagnosed as a kid, and it was pretty intense then, and it's gotten better over the years. Sometimes you can be talked to him and you wouldn't even notice. Half the people that after they find out, they're like, oh my God, I would have never known. But he's gotten better at hiding it and just kind of managing it. But we started watching her, and we noticed some other things that she was doing, and my husband was like, it's Tourette's. He was like, I know, I've lived it. He said, this is Tourette's. And Friday, it was so bad. Oh my gosh, you guys. It was literally every other word she was saying it. And half the time, she didn't even know that she had said it. And then other times, she would say it, and she would look up at you like she was afraid. And she asked my mom one day after school, she was like, Nana, does your face ever freeze? Is that normal? And that broke my heart because, she doesn't know what's going on with her body and what's going on. And she had said, I know this kind of sounds crazy, but she was like, my head is telling me to say these things. And I don't know. It's just really sad. So the Friday after his surgery, I called the clinic and I rushed her in because I was it was so bad that day. I was so upset, already from Grayson and not feeling good. And then with Kinley, it just broke my heart. And so, and she is 6 years old right now. And the clinic said that that's usually, around the time things start happening. They said that there's an age range, but they said a lot of the times it's around this time. They said that they're thinking that she has the copralia, which is language, but they said it's not just curse words, it's other just offensive things. But I'm glad to say that for the last 3 days, she's only said it a couple times. We've noticed other things, but no offensive words or anything, just kind of we were shopping for groceries. And she said, cook, cook, cook. And she said that for a while. And then she would stop, and then she would say, cook, cook, cook. So it's just little things now. I've talked to the school a little bit because I don't want her to get in trouble. But I'll tell you guys, the saddest thing for me, and it's not because I don't want people thinking that I'm a horrible parent, and it's not that really I was embarrassed, but I was sad for Kinley, because when we came to the clinic on Friday, she was saying it a lot. And I know on the outside how it has to look to have a parent whose child is sitting there saying curse words and not getting onto them. Like, I totally get what it looks like, but people were giving her dirty looks. People were giving me dirty looks, and I'm sorry. I'm not going to get onto her. If it's something that she cannot help, I'm not going to do it. And if anyone says anything about getting onto her, like, I'm just going to try. Because, you know, as parents, you want to protect your babies. And you don't want them to feel different. I don't know. I'm not going to cry today. It's a good day. So, all that has been going on. She has had a really good couple of days at school, and she hasn't said it as much. She's been doing very well. She started tumble, and she really enjoyed it, and so I'm hoping just having her have something that she loves to do will help her. She was very nervous about going. In fact, she didn't even want to do it. She was ready to just say that she wasn't going to tumble, but I'm glad she stuck it out and she's doing it. So things are getting better. We have to go to sounds crazy, but like a psychiatric place that does testing for like anxiety and stuff, because they said that makes it worse. They said it's associated, or it kind of goes hand in hand with like ADD or ADHD. So we're just going to go ahead and do blanket testing for that. And then we have to go to a pediatric neurologist. We don't have appointments for these yet. And they'll do, she said, specific testing, which my husband said that they didn't really test him for Tourette's. Like, maybe it's changed since then because it's been a while, but he said that they didn't do any real testing. They just kind of watched his symptoms, I guess, and then told him that that's what he had. But yeah, and I know it goes along with OCD too, and Skylar does have OCD. I think I do too, but it's just like about certain things, like cleaning. Like, I have certain ways to do things, but that just could be me. I just like things done a certain way. But that's the craziness that has been going on. That's why I was just okay, so after Grayson's surgery, there was chips on the counter, and I was so good. That morning I even ate just egg and cheese and bacon. Right? I was so stressed out that I grabbed one chip, and that led to my downward spiral. And then with Kinley, with him and Kinley, I was crying. I was trying not to cry in front of them. I was just very upset. I was really emotional, and I let it get the best of me, and I ate entirely too many carbs. Definitely got kicked out of ketosis. And that's why I really, I just wanted to be transparent with you guys and let you know that did happen. And I think it is normal, and sometimes it happens. You can't be 100% all the time. Not that I'm saying you should let the emotional side of you, like, get in the way. But sometimes it happens. And not everyone's perfect, and now here we are. But I am back on track. Alright guys, so I have a lot going on. We have chicken, I'm making bagels, I have salmon to make, cauliflower rice, just hit myself in the face, and I'm making bagels. So for lunch, I'm just going to eat one of these, and then once the bagels get done, I'm going to eat half of a bagel with some cream cheese. So just an update on what's kind of going on in here. It's crazy. We got 3 of my nephews here, so wish us luck. Grace and James, you're going to get in trouble for climbing up there. You better get down. You said hi to Cooper. Cooper. No. Here's a smile. You're such a good baby. There you go. There you go. So it's actually like 4:20 now, and we finished all of our prepping. This kid, guys, he's starting to climb, and like he already has a lot of muscle weakness. I think I've talked to you guys a little bit about it before maybe, but he's very weak and he has like hypotonia and joint laxity. So he just scares me. All of my kids, I just want to put them in bubbles. They're just, ugh. They're scaring me, guys. Cheese. No, I'm super proud of him. I mean, there was a time where we didn't even think he was gonna walk, and so now that he's like climbing on stuff, I'm so proud. Cheese. So for lunch, I ended up just having that one egg cup, and now that I've like had time to sit down and the kids have gotten home and we've done their homework, I'm kind of feeling like a little bit hungry because I didn't end up eating any of the bagels. So what I did was I got half of a bagel and some cream cheese. It doesn't look that appetizing right now, but my mom halved it with me. So she has half and I have half. And that's going to be our little late time lunch snack because I'm a little bit hungry. But yeah, so for dinner I'm probably going to eat the chicken that I cooked earlier. And guys, when you see it, like it's really good, but it's so crazy. So the sauce that it is, you just put your chicken breast, and then the sauce was, it's gonna be so weird. It's Diet Coke, a can of Diet Coke. So if you don't like Diet Coke or you're trying to stay away from the artificial sweetener, this won't be for you. But we don't have it all the time, but it's so good. And I used to have it before I was keto, and we did regular Coke, and it was called, my parents call it Lazy Boy Chicken, so that's what we call it. But it is a can of Diet Coke, some sugar-free ketchup, or if you're not keto, just regular ketchup. And I just kind of eyeball it until it gets to my consistency that I like. And then just a couple of drops of Worcestershire sour sauce. And I made some cauliflower rice, and that's what I'm gonna be eating. I'll show you guys in just a little bit when we get stuff ready for dinner, but alright. You're crazy. So, yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this and just kind of relax for about 20-25 minutes until Skylar gets here, and then get back to doing everything. Yeah. Okay guys, so I'm just gonna like shovel this in. Yes, I'm in the bathroom because Harper's in my bed. She wasn't feeling very good earlier, but now she's got a fever and a killer cough. So I'm trying to like not wake her up. So I just ran into my bathroom real quick. But this is dinner. It's that chicken with the cauliflower rice and some Brussels sprouts. And I'm actually gonna like scarf this down, and I have to run to Walmart and get some ibuprofen or Tylenol or Motrin because we just ran out. So of course she would get a fever now. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here, and if you enjoyed it, please don't forget to hit that like button. And thanks for listening to all of our like my life update and kind of what's going on in this crazy old house. So I am gonna try to be posting at least a couple times a week. 2 to 3 times a week is what I'm hoping for, but if I can do even more, then that is perfect. So just keep a watch out for that. It kind of gets crazy with school, you know, because there's so many events and everything going on, but I really enjoy doing this, and I hope you enjoy watching. And if you do, don't forget, if you're not subscribed already, to go ahead and subscribe for more content. And until next time, bye guys.